everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're continuing on the influencer train, and we're going to be talking about the different campaigns that you can utilize when working with an influencer. Now, mentioned in my previous video about influencers and how you can approach an influencer and what to look for when wanting to work with an influencer, I was really shocked when I read that $255 million comes in through this industry every single month. So that's pretty safe to say that this industry is not going anywhere. So if you are looking to work with an influencer, now is the time to work with them. Now, I absolutely love influencer marketing. I think it can really propel your brand forward when it comes to brand reach and brand voice on social media. I have actually worked with influencers in the past, not as an influencer, but I've helped my clients, so brands, find proper influencers that would benefit their company. So I'm going to highlight in this video a couple campaign types and strategies that you may implement. I'm also going to include my favorite and most preferred campaign that I recommend all business owners moving forward with when they are working with an influencer. As always, for the best marketing and content creation tips, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you're notified every time I release a new video every week. All right, well, let's get right into it. So number one is hosting a giveaway with an influencer. So in this case, you would find a correct influencer for your brand and you would host a giveaway with them. So for example, if you were an acupuncture clinic, you could host a giveaway where the influencer would broadcast on their social media networks a giveaway for you. So say you wanted to give away a 10-pack of acupuncture sessions. You would post that on your feed, and the influencer would then post that on her feed as well, or his feed as well. And they would tag you in the comments, tag you all over the posts and in the pictures as well. And then most likely then not, they would have to enter the giveaway. If people wanted to enter the giveaway, they usually would have to comment on the influencer's post, follow the influencer, but they will also follow you as well. And as we know, we're using influencers who are targeted down to our key demographic. So when you're getting new people coming in who are following you, they're most likely going to be the people you want to follow anyway, because your influencer already has such a large pool of your local niched down demographic. Another pretty easy method that you could implement when working with an influencer is to host a social media takeover. So a social media takeover would imply the influencer. So they would go on their social media feed and they would either, if you're a service, they would highlight and feature their experience coming into your center. They would showcase them, walking into your center, meeting up with your reception. They'll probably showcase a couple of videos or pictures of them actually getting the service with you. And then they might include also a little video once they get home where they can be a bit more one-on-one with their followers and talk more about their positive experience at your center. Now, before I get into my final two campaign strategies with influencers, I want to know, have you used influencers yet, or do you plan on using influencers in your marketing strategy? Leave a comment below and we can have a little conversation about this in the comment section. Now, my third strategy is easier, I would say, out of the four I'm going to highlight, and that is simply one sponsored content post. Now, a sponsored content post would be maybe just one post or one video of the influencer mentioning and using your product or service. This is very short term, very fast. It'll just be the one post going up. But again, it is one post being broadcast to all of their followers. Sometimes if you're a little hesitant to use influencers, I would recommend starting with just a sponsored post and seeing how that goes. And then if it goes well, you can build off of that into more of a long-term campaign. Now, this leads me into my fourth and final strategy. This is actually my most favorite campaign strategy, and I hope that most business owners go this route. And this is creating a brand ambassador out of the influencer. Now, as you know by now, everything we do on social media for our brand, we want long-term results. That's why we work so hard to create highly captivating content that's going to have a higher reach, and essentially the shelf life of the post will be extended. You kind of want to think the same way when working with an influencer. So if you're working with an influencer who really aligns with your brand, or if you've done already a sponsored post and it did really well, you can always consider then moving into a brand ambassador position. So a brand ambassador position is an amazing way to make a long-term partnership with this influencer. So your product or service would be the only product or service in your industry that the influencer is using. So you've essentially are taking over the influencer for your industry, which is awesome because you will never see them partnering with a competitor. It's kind of like high-end brand loyalty through an influencer, and it will also result in long-term repeated campaigns with that influencer. Now, I'm so keen on a brand ambassador program just because I see so much potential in the influencer industry. I think it's such an amazing opportunity that businesses should really jump on now. And if you get on the train now, you can find a brand ambassador who's highly in line with your brand values before a competitor grabs them. Well, now you know the 4 most popular types of influencer campaigns. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so I know that this content is relevant to you. If you have any other fellow business owners who are kind of on the fence with influencers and don't really know if it'll benefit them or not, feel free to share this video with them. And if they have any other questions, or even if you have any questions about this specific industry, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below and I'll make sure I give you a reply. Until then, I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you all in my next video.